Coach, and look back a little bit. Very entertaining week last week with wins on both Tuesday and Friday night.
Yeah, it was nice. It was good to get 2 wins. I think the game on Friday, we definitely gave the patrons what their money's worth, but we held on to that one. That was kind of a tale of 2 halves, but definitely proud of how we kind of gutted through there at the end when they cut it to 1. That was fun, made some winning plays, and I thought we played really well on Tuesday night against Calvin Christian, so it was a good week for us.
Yeah, I totally agree. There have been a lot of games where we just kind of folded it up at the end and went away. Friday night, we looked it in the eye and made some free throws down the stretch and got the win.
Yeah, that was huge. I think, if my memory serves me correct, 13 for 17 or something like that from the line, and Aldi was 7 for 7 down the stretch was huge. We took strides, and that's what the season's all about, is peaking at the right time and taking strides, and winning a close game like that against your rival will definitely help.
So would you rather have a great first half where a guy like Jackson Halbert makes 5 threes in a row and then have to hang on in the second half, or would you rather get off to a slower start and then bring it on at the end?
That's a good question. I think at the end of the day, if it ends up in a W, we don't care how it's done. But we definitely would like to combine those 2 things. We've had games where we've gotten off to great starts, and then that has happened where we've kind of let up, or we've had games where we haven't. So it's kind of finding out the real recipe to play a complete game. We know we have the ability to do that, and that's what we're going to try to put together.
A little bit of consistency. 2 games in a row, you score 66 points to win, and you get 21 points in the first quarter of both of those games. Can you carry that consistency forward?
Yep, I think so. I think that's our goal, and I think that's going to be done because we're really, really playing well offensively right now. We're playing at a high clip. We're shooting the ball well, much better than we have in the past. We're sharing the ball. We're passing the ball well, making good decisions. I honestly think we just have to continue to defend a little bit better. When we started to score, we started to lapse a little bit on that end, and in order to beat teams, down the stretch here, we got to defend better.
All right, 9 points was the win for the Chicks at their place. What do we have to do to turn that around? Keep the 3 guys out of double figures, I would assume.
Yeah, that's a big deal, and I think it starts with their big guy. He really hurt us in the first game with 20 points and a lot of easy ones. We got to keep him out of the paint, keep him over his right shoulder, make him use his left hand. Little scouting report things that really add up. So if we do that, I think we'll do well enough on their guards to win. But if we can't stop the big guy, we're going to struggle.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Got our gas furnace working yet?
Afraid it's time to replace it.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin, one of the top-selling brands worldwide.
Daikin.
Daikin, extremely reliable.
Daikin.
Daikin, super efficient, saving you lots of money on energy bills.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Call Bremer and Bauman at 396-7716 and ask about the $79 furnace tune-up special. That's 396-7716.
At Calvin University, the Calvin LifeWork program will connect your students' unique, God-given gifts with a life of purpose and passion. This one-of-a-kind program equips students in any major with the practical skills they need in today's world. Expert coaches help students explore career options and pursue internship opportunities. Calvin LifeWork prepares students holistically for the road ahead, from conflict resolution to budgeting, to leadership in the workplace, the church, and the community. Discover your student's future at calvin.edu/lifework.
And now we welcome you live to the broadcast or the media platform here at the Holland Civic Center, getting ready for OK Green action between the Chicks of Zeeland East and the Maroons of Holland Christian. As we said in our interview with Coach Cool, last week was a good one for the Maroons. They come away with those 2 wins over Calvin Christian and Holland High. 2 wins in which they scored 66 points in each contest. That is 13.5 points higher than their scoring average for the season. The star of Friday night's game is, of course, Jackson Halbert, who poured in 24 points, 15 of those in the first half when he went 5 for 5 from three-point territory. We are very happy to have Scott Nyheis back with us after a week away. Scott, you've mentioned to me you thought Halbert had a performance like Friday night's in him all along, right?
I certainly did. We've seen that from him before. We know he can shoot the basketball. It was just a matter of time before he was going to make 5 or 6 threes in a game, and he sure did that last week.
All right, we'll have more pregame comments in a moment on The Pledge.
This is Tracy from OK Tire, and you gotta love it.
there is CHI Garage Doors. CHI offers a large selection of traditional in-carriage house styles, designs, and windows. Come by our showroom and see the full collection of CHI doors, powered by Leap Master operators, at Compound Door, on the corner of New Holland and 136th in Holland, or online at compounddoor.com.
Junior varsity contest just completed here at Civic Center, won by Holland Christian, 45 to 49. It's kind of fun and interesting that Logan DeWitt and Ethan Aldrich have sort of reversed roles in recent games. In 3 of the last 5 contests, DeWitt has scored in double figures, and Aldrich has been held down to single digits. In the other 2, Aldrich hit double figures, and DeWitt was held to those single digits. So is that coincidence, or does it actually mean something?
Well, it just seems that Aldering might be a step slow yet since he was sick 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he's had a little bit of a rough time coming back, but I think he's going to finish strong this year for the Maroons.
By the way, because of those 3 single-digit games, Aldrich has been tied in the race for the team's leading scorer by Halbert at 13.4 points per game. Tonight, as we said, the Maroons try to avenge a 9-point loss to the Chicks from Zeeland East, the only game this season in which DeWitt was held scoreless. For the Chicks, the Clairbach brothers contributed 32 of their 59 points, 20 for Nathan and 12 for Brandon, and Trip Remersma threw in 17. But we can tell you that Trip Remersma will not be playing here tonight. We had heard he had a bad ankle and did not play Friday night. Everybody kind of thought he would want to go against Holland Christian, and of course he does want to play against Holland Christian, but he is down there in street clothes and will not be playing in this game tonight. So now we've got 2 of the 3 big scorers. How is Holland Christian going to handle Nathan Clairbach at 6'9", 6'10"?
Well, I really was more impressed with Nathan. They both played a great game against us, at Zeeland, at the gym at Zeeland there. But I was really impressed with Nate. He just has great moves for a big guy. You don't often see that in high school, and so I think the Maroons really need to focus on him. And if Jalen Overway and Crimmendall can play good against him tonight, I like the Maroons' chances.
And we'll be back for opening ceremonies in a moment. You're listening to Holland Christian Basketball on The Pledge.
A great team doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of conditioning and hard work. It takes vision and a serious commitment to be the best you can be to strengthen and empower the team to its full potential. This is the legacy of Barber Ford. From your first step into the showroom to your regular oil changes, even to service and body work, you can feel Barber Ford's deep commitment to serving you. And it reaches further than that into the community with a commitment to making a difference. Barber Ford new pre-owned service and body shop. Online at barberford.net.
Michigan ENT and allergy specialists provide a unique approach to patient care by offering a variety of specialties under one roof. With exceptional care for all ages suffering from ear, nose, throat, or allergy issues, Michigan ENT and Allergy Specialists is the place to go for high-quality testing and treatment. With offices in the Holland, Grand Haven, and Granville communities, they've got you covered. Find them on the web at MichiganENTallergy.com. That's MichiganENTallergy.com.
Now, Zeeland East missing a couple of players in addition to Remersma. They've only got 9 guys dressed for this one tonight, Scott. So I guess you would say they're a little short-handed against 15 dressed for Holland Christian. Right now, opening ceremonies, here's public address announcer Dan Tenbrain.
As members of the OK Conference, both our schools seek athletics to be educational as we empower athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators to be role models for sportsmanship and fair play in the arena and in our communities. Thank you for your contribution to a positive environment here tonight. This game is a privilege and was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Our veterans are pillar members in our community, and we are proud of all veterans in attendance with us tonight. Please rise and honor America as the Holland Christian Jazz Combo, under the direction of Mr. Scott Vandenberg, leads us in the playing of our national anthem.
Holland Christian Jazz Ensemble, 1 trumpet, 1 trombone, 1 saxophone. Good job, guys, with our national anthem. All right, here we go with the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Dressed in their gold road uniforms, trimmed in brown, here are the Chicks from Zeeland East. Here, number 2, Ethan Hoteling. Castle, another junior, gets the start here tonight. Tommy Zagunis gets the start. Nathan Clarbach, the big guy in the middle. And 22, Brendan Clarbach. In his first year, Jeff Carlson, the head coach at Zeeland East. Looks like no video tonight. Whoops, I take it back. Here comes the video. Jason and I had a good time trying to figure out what to do. Well, they play this video as we said then. They cut it out for a couple of weeks.
I was listening to that. It's about as awkward as it is.
Yeah, it really is. Just there's nothing I can do except tell you that they're showing a highlight video on the big board here at Civic Center. We can't tell you that the Maroons come into this one at 8 and 9 on the ring. Not the biggest crowd we've had, but pretty noisy here tonight. And we are underway. Tap is hit twice and finally controlled by Zeeland East. Here's Castle to get it into the front court to Hoteling. Left side, Brandon. Back up top to Castle between the rings. Maroons open man to man. Here's Brandon with it. Brandon dribbling to the free throw line. Gets it off the right elbow to brother Nathan. Nathan one dribble, back out on top. Castle for three. Way short, air ball short. But saved by Hoteling, however, into the hands of Halbert. Here come the Maroons with their first possession. Ahead it comes to DeWitt. DeWitt in the lane finds Overway, who missed a little layup right in front. Clairmont there for a rebound. Little too anxious for Overway. Bounced it off the back of the rim. And now on the right side, Zagunis with it for the Chicks. Up top, Hoteling. Castle, left corner, Brandon. Off the left side of the lane, Clairbach working on Overway. Overway pushes him out. Clairbach for three. Brandon, that is, and he hits it.
Boy, that was a quick shot. He had a guy right in his face.
Brandon Clairbach opens the scoring. 58 seconds gone in the ball game. And now here's DeWitt to Halbert, deep right wing. Up top to Aldring. Aldring between the legs. Nice pass to Halbert in the lane. Leaves it for Overway, and Overway walked. Well, that's the second close-in opportunity Overway's had, and he's got nothing but a turnover to show for it.
That was really a nice look. Couple great passes there by the Maroons.
Center Chicks with the ball in an early 3-0 lead. Castle walking it slowly across the timeline. He was in danger of a 10-second call there. Castle working on DeWitt. Maroons man-to-man. Here's Nathan with it. Back to Castle. Castle around to Nathan screen. Gets it to him on the pick and roll. And he walked with it. Didn't quite control it. Trying to get it out to Brandon. And that's the first turnover for Zeeland East. So off to kind of a sluggish start offensively in this one. 3-zip Chicks, 6:24 left in the first. Off the left elbow, Overway. Out on top, Aldring had it knocked away by Brandon, but he got it back. Aldring will hand it to Scooney. Schoonveld across the top of the key, now backs out, now throws it left wing. DeWitt's open for three, no off the back. Schoonveld, an amazing rebound, but they're going to call the foul on Schoonveld. Okay, the other way. Yeah. The official telling Coach Carlson he made a mistake. Coach Carlson is upset. Schoonveld ended up on top of the Zeeland East guy. It is Zagunis' foul. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, that I was speechless. I didn't know how they were calling that on Schoonveld.
DeWitt for another three from the right corner this side, and it's good.
Love that aggressive mentality from Logan DeWitt.
That'll tie the ball game up. 5:53 left in the first. Hotelling out to Brandon. Now Nathan off the right side of the lane. Rumbles into the lane. Gets it to Zagunis in the left corner. This is Castle. Castle up to Brandon. Brandon guarded by Halbert. Muscles his way in. Missed the shot. Halbert fortunate he didn't get a call that time.
Kind of a wild shot there.
DeWitt nearly lost control, but got it back in the corner. He'll get it up to Schoonveld. Schoonveld driving into the lane, back out. Halbert out of the corner for three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Aldring takes it away. Out to Halbert. Halbert to the right elbow, now into the lane with a spin. Right hand, good, and one. Jackson Halbert, that is his off hand.
What a move in the lane by Jackson.
He almost made 6 in a row at the basket to the stage end here in the Civic Center. He had 5 in a row in the first half Friday night. That foul called on Hotelling, his first team's second. There's Jackson's free throw, and it's good. Maroons lead it 6-3.
I like the defense so far by Jalen Overway on Nate Clairbach.
5:10 left in the first. Maroons go zone. Off the right elbow, Nathan underneath to Hotelling, missed an easy one. Halbert comes away with a rebound for the Maroons. Ahead to Schoonveld up the left side. Schoonveld between the legs unintentionally, stops at quarter court. Halbert wide open, midway between the circles, and he got it. 6 for 7 at this basket.
That one had to be close to 25 feet away.
That is 6 for Halbert, and it's 9-3 Maroons. Here's Hotelling, Maroons 1-2-2 zone. Up top, Castle, left side, Brandon. Clairbach holds up top to Zagunis. Nathan quickly underneath to Hotelling. Now Brandon for three, got it.
Boy, he's a good shooter.
So Brandon Clairbach with 6, makes it 9-6 Maroons. 4:17 left in the quarter. DeWitt bounces, great backdoor cut. Halbert up and one.
How about the hang time there? He had to lay that in on the reverse side.
Welcome to the Jackson Halbert Show.
A lot of elevation and a lot of hang time there for Jackson Halbert.
And when you've only got 9 guys dressed, you don't want one of your starters to get 2 fouls in the first quarter, first half of the first quarter. That is Hotelling second. He'll have to sit down. And we're going to get Davis Courtright number 3 and 33 Luke Gruppen in for Coach Carlson.
Castle also to the bench for the Chicks.
Up and good for Halbert. 9 points in the first 4 minutes of the game for Halbert. Now it's Gruppen, deep right, hesitates, spins, and runs into Halbert, who takes it away from him, and they're going to call held ball.
Good defense, Jackson Halbert there.
Alternating possession to Holland Christian. Yeah, Halbert's playing like really well. Now we're exactly halfway through the first. Token pressure in the backcourt by Zagunis for the Chicks. Meanwhile, Logan DeWitt brings it up for Holland Christian. He'll pass it right wing for Adam Cruzy, who snuck in as for the Maroons. And another backdoor cut, Halbert. He'll kick it out, DeWitt. DeWitt fakes the left throw. It goes in and runs in, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Tommy Zagunis.
That one could have gone either way. And
that is Zagunis' second. Team's fourth. That really hurts for Zeeland East.
Carlson's going to put Castle back in the game here.
Yeah, Zagunis is going to have to sit down. DeWitt a little out of control on that one, if we're going to be honest about it. So Logan will throw it in, baseline right. Lob it in for Overway, who walked. Yep, took one extra hop after he caught it. You can get away with that most of the time, but every once in a while it just looks so obvious that they'll whistle it.
Jalen a little confused, but honestly I think he knows.
Yeah, that's one thing that has changed in the game lately. It started, of course, with the pros and then worked its way to college and now down to high schoolers. Nathan underneath to brother Brandon. In the corner, Gruppen back to Brandon, hooks it up with a right hand. Good. Brandon Clairmont has all 8 of the Chicks' points. It's 12-8 Maroons.
Good passing there by the Chicks.
Here's Cruzy with it. Outside right. Up top, Aldrink working his way in on Brandon to Halbert. Behind him, DeWitt. Back to Halbert, left wing. Halbert tried to get it in, and Clairmont knocked it away from Overway. Third turnover, Holland Christian. Running in, and one is Davis Courtright. He got it up and in, and he kind of stopped. And one of the Maroons ran into him.
Halbert got him with the body there, but Halbert really didn't even try to block the shot.
Halbert's first, team's first. Overway's going to sit down, and big 6'8" Eli Krimendahl is in. Hotelling is back in for Zeeland East, replacing Nathan Clairmont. That surprises me a little bit. Meanwhile, free throw by Courtright is good. It'll make it 12-11. Maroons by 1. 3:06 left in the first.
It's now a much smaller lineup for the Chicks.
DeWitt to Krimendahl, who turned it over. Couldn't control the pass. Brandon, great move, missed the layup. Rebound Krimendahl ahead to DeWitt. 2-on-2. Now 3-on-2. DeWitt running into Gruppen, missed the shot. Good defense by Gruppen. A rebound to Hotelling. Chicks can take the lead with 2:41 left in the first. Down in the left-hand corner for Hotelling, or rather for Courtright. My bad. Castle, Hotelling right corner. Around to Brandon's screen. Up top for Courtright. Down in the left-hand corner now, it's Gruppen for 3, and he got it. Chicks lead them. The difference being, Chicks are making their shots, the Maroons aren't. And now running in, Cruzy is fouled by Gruppen. So now Luke will pick up his first, team's 5th. Nathan Clairmont back in to replace Gruppen.
Each team with 5 fouls.
DeWitt baseline left. Will throw it in to Halbert. Halbert's going to take another long 3. That one's in and out. And Clairmont got good position on Krimendahl and got the rebound to Castle. Castle on the right side for Brandon. Brandon to Nate. Way outside the lane. Now he backs his way in on Krimendahl. Hooks it up over him. Too strong. Weak side rebound for Cruzy. Cruzy to bring it up for the Maroons, who are down 2 at 14-12. 1:49 left first period. Cruzy walked away from a screen by Krimendahl. Now to Aldrink, who backs it out. He wants the high screen from Krimendahl. Instead goes the other way. Now gets it to Krimendahl on the screen and roll, and he missed the easy layup. And Castle took the rebound away from him. But he got it back, and to DeWitt, and no shot. Foul on the floor on Adam Castle, I think. Yep.
I mentioned that each team had 5 fouls, but I was looking at timeouts left. Maroons are just 1 foul.
And the Chicks now with 6. Vanderzee checks in. Luke Vanderzee replacing DeWitt. Aldrink will throw it in, baseline left. 14-12 Chicks, just over under a minute and a half left in the first. Aldrink working the baseline, runs into a double team and nearly threw it away, but Halbert's got it. Halbert in the corner. Aldrink rises for three and hits it.
Well, I don't know how he got that in. He was deep in the corner.
And it'll put the Maroons back on top, 15-14, 1:10 left in the first. For the Chicks, Courtwright's got it on the right. He will drive all the way to the basket and have it slapped away. This will be a Holland Christian foul, I think, on Krimendahl.
Where did they get Halbert for a second?
We'll check. Nope, Krimendahl. His first, team second. 2 shots from the stripe for Davis Courtwright, who was slow to scrape himself up. He ran into a couple of trees down there and went down a little bit the worse for wear. Courtwright with 3 points in the ball game so far, now has 4. And one more coming. That will tie it at 15 with 1:04 left in the first period. Up and good again. So Aldrink will bring it up. Maroons down 1:101 left to play in the first period. Here's Cruzy up top between the rings. Now to the right elbow. Now outside the arc. Cruzy picks up his dribble there, needs help. Somehow got it to Aldrink. Back to Cruzy. Wide open three on the way. Cruzy is good! 18-16. Maroons back on top. 42 seconds left in the period. Castle out near the center circle. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Brandon deep left. Brandon to Nathan left elbow. Nathan pass fake up and a reach in foul called on Cruzy. Looked like it could have been a clean steal, but not in according to the official. Cruzy's first, team's third. This will be Hotelling to throw it in baseline left. Looking and finally hands it to Brandon right underneath the basket. Halbert cut him off. Brandon now double teamed, almost taken away by Aldrink. Ball comes loose and gets to Castle. Down the right side, Hotelling. Off the right side of the lane, Nathan up with the hook, missed it. And they fight for the rebound. And they're going to say Krimendahl had it while he was laying out of bounds. So they'll leave the ball with the Chicks.
Really good hustle, Eli Krimendahl.
16.2 seconds left in the first period. 18-16, Holland Christian. Hotelling will throw it in. Again, baseline left. Looking. Still looking. And 5 seconds. Turnover number 2 for the Chicks. That was a quick 5.
Yeah, I don't know how many of those the Maroons have forced this year, but not very many.
So Vanderzee and Aldrink in the backcourt. Aldrink will give himself as much time as he can. Now he picks it up with 13 left. Aldrink working on Brandon Clairmont. Spins in the lane, big step, and they're going to say he walked. Yeah, he took one step, stopped, and then took another one. That won't work. 5 turnovers for the Maroons with 7.1 seconds left. Is this first quarter ever going to end? Maroons go full court, and Halbert knocks it out of bounds. So back to three-quarter court. They want Brandon to throw it in with 4.6 seconds left.
Keep an eye here. Back right to Brandon again.
Castle, Brandon. Bounced it off his foot. Krimendahl takes it away. And Krimendahl throws it the length of the court. No good. After one, Maroons by 2, 18-16 on the pledge.
At Jackie's Place, we know the hip thing to do these days is target millennials. So let's try it. Yo, we're not trying to be gassed, but Jackie's Place is lit. So if you want to be on fleek, be the mom and bring the fam to Jackie's Place. The kids will be hashtagging yeet. Basically, Jackie's Place has really yummy food, happy service, and is priced right. Home-cooked meals with breakfast served all day. On West 17th Street, right next to Holland's Boardwalk. Online at jackiesplaceholland.com. I think I slayed it.
It's the last thing you see when you leave your house, and the first thing you see when you arrive home. Old, dull, boring. It's your garage door. It's time for a Clopay garage door from Quality Door Company. Go modern with wood, steel, maybe even more of a contemporary look with aluminum and glass. Freshen up the first and last thing you see at home with a garage door from Quality Door Company, a Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. Holland, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and South Haven. Online at qualitydoor.biz.
First quarter a little bit clunky, I guess is the best word I can come up with, but very competitive, 18-16, Maroons by 2. Once again, Zeeland East playing without Tripp Riemersma. Only came in with 9 guys dressed tonight. 2 of them already have 2 fouls. Here's Castle with it. He'll stop by the center circle. Kick it left side for Brandon. Brandon to Nathan off the left side of the lane. Back to Brandon outside the arc. Back to Nathan. Nathan goes right side. Finds the open shooter for 3. It's no good by Courtwright. And Overway rebounds it for Holland Christian. Vanderzee one-hand pass ahead to DeWitt. Back to Vanderzee. Couple of dribbles. Gets Halbert on the backdoor cut. And he stepped on the end line going underneath the bucket. Turnover number 6 for Holland Christian.
Maroons really looking for the backdoor cut in this game.
Albert's executing it. The guys trying to pass it to him aren't most of the time. So here's Castle from deep center. Brandon, Nathan left elbow. Clairbon spins on Overway, kicks it back out. Castle fakes the shot and drives. Now gets it on the block, up and good for 2 is Ethan Hotelling.
Strong move, Hotelling.
His first basket ties it at 18 with 7:08 left to play in the first half. Logan DeWitt up top. Chicks man-to-man on defense. Overway 12-footer, left baseline, no good. Rebound pulled out by Brandon Clairbon. Brandon ahead to Nathan on the sideline right. Nathan back to Brandon for a wide-open 3. Missed it that time. Nathan got the rebound. And now reaching in and knocking it out of his hands was Cruzy, who picks up his second foul and the team's 4th. That'll get Grant Copes, the senior, off the bench, replacing sophomore Adam Cruzy. And Hotelling will throw it in baseline left for the Chicks. Tie ball game, 6:48 left in a half. Lob it in to Clairbon outside the 3-point line left. Back to Hotelling. Nathan working on Overway, mid-post left. He'll get the ball. Had to take a couple of steps to get it. Now he'll try and back into the lane, spins, doesn't want the shot over Overway, back to Hotelling. Hotelling to Courtwright. Courtwright to Castle, both feet in the center circle. Castle starts the offense around a screen from Nathan. Ball comes loose and the Maroons get it. That was Courtwright who fumbled it. 4 turnovers, Zeeland East. Here's DeWitt. Right corner, Copes. Thought about it. Instead, dribbling, working on Castle. And gets it up top. And it was touched into the backcourt by Courtwright. So Halbert retrieves it. No problem. Coach Carlson upset about something. DeWitt out of the corner for 3. No good off the front. Rebound Hotelling. Hotelling had Courtwright leading the pack, but he couldn't find him. Brandon fumbles it. Back to Hotelling. Now it's Castle. Castle baseline left side for Courtwright. Back up to Nathan outside the arc. Now Brandon. Right side Castle. Castle. Right side of the lane. Hotelling off the block, off the glass. No good. Rebound. Halbert hooks it down off the glass. Nice rebound, Jackson Halbert. Maroons will slow it down. Tie game, 18 apiece, 5.5 left to play in the first half. DeWitt, right wing, around a screen. Here comes Halbert for 3, and he got it.
Quick jump shot by Jackson Halbert.
Halbert is starting to feel it, folks, these last few games. He's up to 12 with 5:15 left in the half. Here's Brandon. Lost control, got it back to Hotelling. And he had it partially blocked. There's Castle, or rather Hotelling, with a nice little reverse layup. I said Hotelling on that original shot. It was Courtwright. DeWitt. Adam Castle trying to get him. DeWitt around a screen. On the block, Copes knocked out of his hands. And taken away by Hotelling. Turnover number 7 for Holland Christian. And now timeout, Zeeland East. With 4:49 left, full timeout. We are back in a minute. Maroons lead them by 1 on the pledge.
A long time ago in 1914, a business was born selling autos and dreams. And over the years, through the family passed down, from son to son and from town to town. Verhaeghe Motors, once offering Dodge and Chrysler, took on Mitsubishi. They concurred a move wiser. Celebrating 100 in 2014, they continued providing what their customers need. They've loved every minute of serving and selling and still feel it's best to be honest and telling, upfront and forthright, committed and true. It's endeared them to buyers like Cindy and Lou. Verhaeghe Mitsubishi is happy to help. Find a new car for you that will make your dog yelp. And something worth telling that might make you whoop is an Honor So Super by Kelley Blue Book. For the 2nd year running, the Outlander SUV outperformed all the others for a car with row 3. A 5-year cost-to-own champion is quite a big deal and makes this SUV almost seem like a steal. So hurry on down to Verhaeghe Motors today. You'll find them in Holland, and you might want to stay.
Shop VerhaegheMotors.com today.
All right, 4:49 left in the first half. Maroons by 1 at 21-20. Maroons back into their low-scoring mode again. It's got something to do with the defense the Chicks are playing. Brandon into Castle. That's Brandon Clarbach. He's got it on the left side to Zagunis, who's back in. Zagunis to Castle. Well, they like to start that offense deep. Castle spends a lot of time in the center circle. Here's Brandon out of baseline left. Leave it in the lane. Poked away by Halbert and tracked down by Aldrink. Turnover number 5 for the Chicks. And Halbert goes behind the back to save it. Where is this Jackson Halbert coming from? Whoops! That time he thought Aldrink was going one way. Aldrink went the other. 8 turnovers, Holland Christian.
Talked him into that one, didn't you?
Yep, I sure did. From the right elbow, Nathan to Zagunis. Zagunis gets it back from Hotelling. Zagunis brings it out front to Brandon. At the free throw line, Nathan. In the corner, Hotelling works his way free and hit the long 2. Hotelling with 6, 22-21 Chicks. Aldrink up top to Copes. Left side outside the arc overway. Down on the baseline, Aldrink working his way in on Brandon. Spins 360 and got the fadeaway. Aldrink. That's 5 for Ethan. 23-22 Maroons as we go back and forth. 3:32 left to play first half. This is Hotelling with it. Stops 10 feet short of the three-point line. Way out high to Castle. Turnaround from 17. Brandon, no. And there is a shot put up. Copes pushed him in the back. And Nathan Clarbach's going to go to the line. Pretty good foul by Copes. Little bit of danger of getting an intentional called on that one. But he didn't. So his first, team's 5th. And big Nathan Clarbach to the line left for Zeeland East. They've held him scoreless so far. And he's still scoreless. Maroons by 1. Here's Schoonveld back for the Maroons, replacing Copes. Well, we rotated back to the starting 5 for Holland Christian. And Nathan Clarbach, who had 20 against the Maroons back in January, will fire this one up. Also no good. Rebound, Schoonveld. He gets higher than anybody else on those rebounds, doesn't he?
Man, he can get up.
Schoonveld tried to get it to DeWitt. Ball is loose. Overway goes down, gets it off the deck. And timeout Holland Christian, 32nd. They weren't in trouble, but coach thought they were. So he called it 32nd timeout. Overway actually had the thing under control, laying on his back.
It's really become something here this year in high school basketball, and you see it in the college game too, where they call timeout as soon as someone has the ball on their back.
Don't forget to pick up your Champs coupon book for 2020. Available at the high school, Quality Car Wash locations in Holland, the Russ's Restaurants locations around town. Also at the Zeeland Print Shop and at Holland Christian High School. Champs coupon books, 2-for-1s all over town. They pay for themselves in a hurry. So Maroons basketball just inside half court, far side, as Aldrink will throw it in. Teammates line up in front of him. Now they'll break out of it. And Aldrink will lob it into backcourt to DeWitt. Maroons by 1 with the ball, 3:08 left in the half. DeWitt bounces it at the left elbow to Overway. Overway backs in on Nathan. Got around him. Nathan trying to block it from behind. And one for Jalen Overway. What a smart move by the sophomore.
Wow, not a smart foul by Clarbach.
His first, team 7th. Maroons in a bonus the last 2:58 of the half. Overway at the stripe on a 6.3 average. He had 6 in Zeeland, and he missed the free throw. Rebound by Nathan. Ahead to Castle. Here come the Chicks, now down 3. 2:55 left in half. Zagunis and Castle play catch around the Holland Christian zone. Brandon to Nathan in the lane. Hotelling fakes and hits.
I really like the passing by Nate Clarbach.
Hotelling with 8, 25-24 Maroons. DeWitt spins in the lane, hands it to Overway. Overway a little bit too far out, gets it out to Halbert. He's never too far out. Halbert trying to work his way free. Over Nate. Nate got a piece of it. And a double foul called on Hotelling and Schoonveld. That's good for Holland Christian because it's the 3rd foul on Hotelling.
Coach Carlson cannot believe it.
And Hotelling will have to sit down, and Luke Gruppen will check back in. Well, he took Zagunis out, not Hotelling.
Yeah, now they're trying to tell Carlson that the foul was on Hotel.
Yeah, the Zeeland East scorer is literally standing up at the scorer's table. And on a double foul, it's alternating possession. They look like they want to give the ball to Holland Christian. And now we're holding a minute for one more substitution. This will be Courtright, and he'll replace Hotelling. Coach Carlson is not happy with this group of officials. Did I say that mildly enough? They're still arguing about something. They don't think the foul was on Hotelling.
No, they think it was on Zagunis. That's why he took him out of the game.
So now we'll check.
They're not just going to let him talk him into it, though, are they?
Yeah, they might. Yep, they did. It's going to be Zagunis' foul, not Hotelling's. So 2 for Hotelling and 3 for Zagunis. I don't know if that's any better. DeWitt gets it into Halbert. Halbert in the Overway, wide open layup, and he missed it. Overway fighting for the rebound, and that'll be a held ball, earning possession to Zeeland East. Overway upset with himself. And the Maroons will peel back, and with the exception of DeWitt, will play half-court defense. Maroons by 1. Chicks will have the basketball, 2:17 left in a scratchy first half. That's Hotelling to Castle to Brandon. Brandon, the brother Nathan, who bounced it off his foot, out of bounds. What? Yeah, missed call that time. They're going to give it to Zeeland East. They thought somebody from Holland Christian kicked it. Not true. Now they're going to talk about it. I saw that very clearly. The officials haven't changed it. Still Zeeland East ball. Brandon gets it into Castle. Castle to Hotelling. Outside left. Hotelling, one dribbling over to Castle right side. At the right elbow, Nate Clairbach spins on Overway. Can't find anything. Back to Castle up top, Hotelling. Left side, Brandon working on DeWitt. Brandon trying to back his way in. Double teamed as taken away. And then DeWitt with a behind the back dribble. That was Halbert with a great defensive play. And then DeWitt walked with it. He got out of control again. 9 turnovers, Holland Christian.
DeWitt trying to do too much there. He was 1-on-2 and really should have pulled that one out.
Coach Carlson still working on the officials. Maroons by 1. Chicks ball. Same place we were a minute ago. Now 1:35 left in the half. Hotelling deep right. Sideline right, Brandon. Or rather, Gruppen. Now Brandon. Now Castle at the top. Left side of the lane, Hotelling. Back to Castle. Nathan hanging around the free throw line. Brandon threw it away. Scooney with the pick. Scooney runs it down the lane. Scooney scoops, missed it. Rebound tipped up, no. Here is Aldrink with it. Aldrink spins in the lane, back to DeWitt. Over to Schoonveld, right corner. Halbert, 3 ball. Yes, sir. Jackson Halbert with 15.
When all else fails, get the ball to Halbert.
That's 30 points in 2 first halves in his last 2 games here at the Civic Center. Here's Gruppen, right elbow. Nathan lopes his way in, won't go. But he'll go to the line to shoot 2, and that's going to be Overway's foul, his first. And when you're Garden Bing, Nate Clairbach having 1 foul in the first half ain't all bad.
I really, really like the job the Maroons have done on defense against Nate Clairbach tonight.
So here's Nate at the free throw line, still scoreless on the evening. Up and got that one to rattle home. 28-26. Hotelling out, Courtright in.
I don't have a height listed for Clairbach, but I'm sure he's 6'10 or 6'11.
Yeah, big boy. Up and good again. Not just tall, he is a good athlete and a good basketball player. Maroons by 2, 45 seconds left to play in the first half. DeWitt, top of the key with the dribble. To Schoonveld on a weave. Schoonveld into the lane, scoops it underneath the Overway. Reverse layup, good.
What an assist by Schoonveld.
That's the way it's supposed to work. Overway with 4:30, 26 Maroons, 30 seconds left. Here's Gruppen, who picks up his dribble in a double team, knocked away by Schoonveld. Turnover number 7. Schoonveld with it to Aldrink with 22 seconds left in the quarter, or rather in the half. Maroons Coach Kuhl wants to pull it out and run the clock down. Now 14, now 13 as it goes quiet in here. Aldrink with 10. Aldrink pull up for 3. Floater off the iron, no. Nate the rebound. Ahead to Courtright. Near steal by Aldrink. Castle tracks it down from three-quarter court, fires it up off the glass, no good. And after 2, the Maroons lead them 30-26 on the pledge.
Holland Trailer. We know trailers. We sell them. We rent them. We fix them. Have a DIY project? Want to fix a trailer on your own? We sell the parts you need. Standard and custom designs available. Hundreds of options and brands like SureTrack and Interstate 1. Competitive pricing. It's all waiting for you at Holland Trailer. Holland Trailer, making all your hauling easy. Find us on Old Chicago Drive near Van Hill and at hollandtrailer.com. That's hollandtrailer.com.
At Calvin University, the Calvin LifeWork program will connect your students' unique, God-given gifts with a life of purpose and passion. This one-of-a-kind program equips students in any major with the practical skills they need in today's world. Expert coaches help students explore career options and pursue internship opportunities. Calvin LifeWork prepares students holistically for the road ahead, from conflict resolution to budgeting, to leadership in the workplace, the church, and the community. Discover your student's future at calvin.edu/lifework.
Halftime here at the Civic Center. Maroons lead Zeeland East by a score of 30-26. Joined us late. Junior varsity game won by Holland Christian 45-39 at the end of the first quarter in the varsity contest. Maroons by 2 at 18-16. Maroons outscored them by 2 more in the second, 12-10. We are 30-26 Holland Christian here at the half. We have 9 turnovers on the score sheet for Holland Christian and 7 for Zeeland East. Individual scoring looks like this for the Chicks. Ethan Hotelling, carrying 2 fouls, has 8 points. Brandon Clairbont has 8 points. They got 5 out of Davis Courtright, 3 of those from the free throw line. 1 3 by Luke Gruppen, and just 2 free throws by Nathan Clairbont. And the Maroons, as we said, lead them 30-26. It's Jackson Halbert with his second 15-point first half in a row to lead all scorers. Then Ethan Aldrink follows with 5. Jalen Overway with 4. Adam Cruzy came off the bench to hit 3. And Logan DeWitt has 3. Maroons by 4. It's halftime on the pledge.
This is Tracy from OK Tire, and you gotta love Michigan weather. Crazy warm one day, ice storm the next. You need to make sure you've got good tires on your vehicle so you have the best possible traction where the rubber meets the road. OK Tire wants to keep you safe, so come on in and see us.
Your hometown tire store in Holland, Hamilton, and Zeeland.
Got our gas furnace working yet?
Afraid it's time to replace it.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin, one of the top-selling brands worldwide.
Daikin.
Daikin, extremely reliable, performance tested.
Daikin.
Daikin, super efficient, saving you lots of money on energy bills.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Call Bremer and Bauman at 396-7716 and ask about the $79 furnace tune-up special. That's 396-7716.
WPNW, Zeeland, Holland, Hudsonville, Grand Rapids.
Maroons by 4 at the half, 30-26. Here's a look at shooting percentages with Scott.
From the free throw line in the first half, the Maroons are 2 of 3 for 67%, 5 of 11 on 2-point field goals for 45%, 6 of 12 from 3-point range for 50%. Overall in the first half, the Maroons were 11 of 23 for 48%. For the visitors from Zeeland East, they were 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 71%, 6 of 14 on their 2-point shots for 43%, 3 of 8 from 3-point land for 38%. Overall shooting for Zeeland East in the first half, 9 of 22 for 41%. Unofficially tonight, the Maroons out-rebounding Zeeland East 8-7.
And the Maroons lead at 30-26 on the pledge.
Growing for the battle, clarifying takedowns, and history lesson. It's all next on This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. Hi again, everyone. I'm John Johnson, and welcome to This Week in High School Sports. It's typical in school sports for the young kids to sit in the stands waiting for their turn to lead on their team. And that's as true in spirit as it is on the playing surface. Carter Alves knows it well, watching his Buchanan student cheer section, The Herd, win an MHSAA Battle of the Fans Championship as a 5th grader in 2013 and working his way up to lead the group to the Battle of the Fans title in 2020.
We kind of just established a place where you can be yourself. You can be outgoing, you can have fun, and you don't have to worry about anybody judging you. Many people don't get to have an experience like this where you can just be with all your friends while having a good time, while also supporting your school.
Buchanan became the first 3-time Battle of the Fans champion, and the Herd will be honored during the boys basketball semifinals in 4 weeks. You can read more about this year's Battle of the Fans on the second half page of the MHSAA website. Our This Week game balls go out to Emma Anderson, who went over the 1,000 career point mark in helping the nominee pass Kingsford in girls basketball last week. And while we normally don't do coaches, let's give one out to Pat O'Keefe, the longtime baseball coach at Grand Ledge, who retired last week as the state's winningest coach in the sport with over 1,300 victories. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to This Week in High School Sports.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature looks into the fine art of officiating with Sam Davis.
One of the rules changes in high school wrestling this year clarifies the definition of a takedown. This rule change eliminates some confusion from last year. The high school rule is not the college rule that if the hand touches the mat, you immediately score a takedown. To be consistent in high school, whenever the hand touches the mat, they are considered supporting points. By removal of this majority of the wrestler's weight criteria, the need is eliminated for the official to make a judgmental call on weight-bearing extremities. In addition, the application of the new rule on supporting points becomes consistent throughout the rule book, not just on or around the 28-foot circle.
Thanks, Sam. You can be a referee. Go to the MHSAA website now to register. As we approach the start of another basketball tournament, the 95th year for the boys and the 48th year for the girls, with nearly 640 champions crowned, it's amazing that in all those games, only 8 have been decided on buzzer-beating shots. And that's where our history lesson goes today. The first came in 1959 when Bob Davis of Lansing Sexton canned what's forever been referred to as the shot, when the Big Reds topped Hamtramck in overtime in the Class A finale. In 1970, Bob Hooks buried a jumper from the top of the key to give Flint Holy Rosary the Class D title over Kingsley in the last game for the school. The only shot from beyond half court was Chris Cole's 65-foot buzzer beater in 1986 when Saginaw Buena Vista topped Flint Beecher in Class B. In 1994, a fast break off a missed free throw resulted in a basket for Ben Verbeek and victory for Granville Calvin Christian over Orchard Lake St. Mary's in Class C. Andrew Mitchell buried a three-pointer as time expired in 1997 to give Detroit East Catholic the Class D crown over Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian. One of the great girls' finals rivalries at the turn of the century was between Flint Powers and Detroit Country Day. And in 1999, it was Kim Wilburn driving down the lane and scoring for Country Day to decide that Class B battle. In 2010, Kiana Dudley Thompson took the feed and hit a wide-open layup in giving Flint Hamady the Class C Girls Championship over St. Ignace. And then just last year, Jalen Fisher grabbed the long rebound and canned the putback to give Ypsilanti Lincoln the Division I boys title over Detroit U of D Jesuit. Let's hope for more excitement as the new tournament begins. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm John Johnson. We'll see you next time.
Third quarter in just a moment. Holland Christian leading Zeeland East 30-26.
Hi, Holland Christian fans. I'm Travis Dreyer, part owner of Compound Door. When you think about replacing your garage door, think of us at Compound Door. We carry the Wayne Dalton line of garage doors powered by LiftMaster. Wayne Dalton offers a large selection of traditional or carriage house styles in steel, fiberglass, or wood. Come see the full collection of Wayne Dalton doors at Compound Door on the corner of New Holland and 136 in Holland, or online at compounddoor.com. compounddoor.com.
A great team doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of conditioning and hard work. It takes vision and a serious commitment to be the best you can be to strengthen and empower the team to its full potential. This is the legacy of Barber Ford. From your first step into the showroom to your regular oil changes, even to service and body work, you can feel Barber Ford's deep commitment to serving you. And it reaches further than that into the community with a commitment to making a difference. Barber Ford new pre-owned service and body shop. Online at barberford.net.
Scott Zeeland East shorthanded tonight without Trip Remersma and a couple of other guys, and still they're in this one at 30-26.
They certainly are. Not a lot of flow for either team in the first half, but an enjoyable half of basketball, and like you mentioned, very competitive.
Aldrink's talking to one of the officials out there before we get the third quarter started. Maroons have deployed their starting five. Spoonvelt, Halbert, Overway, Aldrink, and DeWitt. Coach Carlson still has his guys, and they need a buzzer to get them out of the huddle. And here they come with Zagunis, Brandon Clairmont, Hotelling, Nathan Clairmont, and Castle. Maroons go right to left, as always, here in the Civic Center during the second half. It's toward the stage end. As we view it from the south side of the room. Overway's got, or rather Aldrink's got it up top. Now Overway on the wing, back to Aldrink. Up top, Scooney. Schoonville down the right side of the lane, leaves it for Overway. Overway a couple of dribbles toward the basket, up and under, and missed the layup. Rebound, Nathan Clairmont. Overway's going to get a complex here in a minute. He normally makes those. Castle to the left elbow for Nathan, now to Brandon. Back to Castle between the rings. Right side, Hotelling. Hotelling dribbles top of the key, now to Castle, deep left. In the quarter, Brandon on the left side, guarded by Aldrink, man-to-man. Up it comes to Nathan. He's not dangerous out there. Now down the lane, Brandon, runner up and good. 2-point game, Maroons by 2. Brandon into double figures with 10, 30-28, 1 minute into the third period. Logan DeWitt on a weave to Halbert. Halbert 15 points in that first half. Now Schoonville. Schoonville into the lane, kicks it out. Halbert runs the baseline, runs into the Clairmont brothers. It's slapped Overway, and he missed another layup. Rebound into the hands of Brandon. Here comes Zeeland East, a chance to take the lead with 6:40 left in the third period. Hotelling up top, into the lane, bounce it right side, Brandon for three. Not that time. Rebound DeWitt. Good block out. DeWitt up the court, look out from behind, stolen by Zagunis, turnover number 10. That doesn't happen to DeWitt very often. Now Castle's going to run it all the way up. His floater from 6 feet, no good. Tapped up, Hotelling, no. Tapped around again, we're still volleyballing it. Hotelling goes down and gets it to Castle. Great hustle by Hotelling. Up to Brandon, 10 feet outside the arc, now to Castle midway between the circles. Castle holding for the Chicks, who are down by 2. At the right elbow, now Halbert goes in and takes it away from Clairmont. And they're going to call a foul on Halbert. That same official has made several controversial calls tonight.
I don't know how he could see that play.
Halbert picks up his second. Team's first. Hotelling to throw it in. Tried to get it in the lane. DeWitt poked it loose. Turnover. Zeeland East, their 8th, and it worked out for Holland Christian. A little poetic justice on that one. Halbert right side, DeWitt drives to the elbow. Now back outside it comes to Aldrink. Aldrink working on Castle. Steps to his left for three, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Holland Christian. Still 30-28 Maroons. 5:42 left to play here in the third period. Adam Castle walks it up for the Chicks to Hotelling. Left side, Zagunis. Up top for Brandon. Around to Castle. Castle in the lane, Nathan. Nathan off the right block. Hook with the right hand, he missed it. Rebound, Aldrink. Aldrink on the run. No numbers to DeWitt. He'll pull up for three. Got it! Logan DeWitt.
Maroons needed that one.
I don't know how he got himself squared up on that one because he was running fast when he let it go. 33, 28, 5-10 left in the third. Hotelling up top, throws it right side to Brandon. To Nathan on the block right. Nathan hops into the lane, out to Castle. Now Hotelling. Now Brandon on the right. Aldrich right in Brandon Clairbach's shirt. Castle, long three from the left side over Scooney, off the back of the iron, long rebound to Schoonveld. Schoonveld dribbles and hands it to Aldrich, who walked and got away with it. Aldrich for three, no. And rebound, volleyballed around, Halbert, and that's got to be a hold on Zeeland East. Somebody had a hold of Halbert. It was Castle, his second, team's first. Adam Cruzy in for Eli Schoonveld for Holland Christian. Maroons by 5 at 4:38 left to play in the third. DeWitt's got it on the baseline left. And it's in for Overway. Now Aldrich around to Halbert. Whistle away from the basketball. Foul on Zeeland East, and it's Castle again. Castle picks up his third. Two Chicks with 3 fouls, Castle and Zagunis. Team second in the half. Castle will sit down, and here is Courtwright, who got big minutes in the first half. Now DeWitt, again, baseline left. To throw it in. Whoops, into Cruzy, but over his head. Bad pass, 11 turnovers Maroons. And a great make-up play by DeWitt to knock it out of Zagunis' hands, who looked like he was going to have an easy layup. Where'd DeWitt come from?
I don't know, but he was on a mission there.
Coach Carlson still chatting with the officials. Hotelling, baseline right, looking to throw it in. Will lob it in the lane to Nate on the right block. He is double-teamed. Halbert nearly took it away from him. And now they're going to call a hold on Halbert. Looked like he had 2 hands on the basketball. Jackson saying, what do I have to do? And he's right.
How is that not a held ball?
Jackson's third, team second. Hotelling, baseline right again to throw it in. And he'll get it into Nate, back to Hotelling. Hotelling on the right wing, still dribbling, now picks it up to Nate. And he hopped and looked like a walk to me, but he got the shot to go after the fake. 4 for Nathan Clairbach. Here's DeWitt handing it to Halbert. 33-30 Maroons halfway through the third period. Cruzy at the free throw line, off the dribble, up and good from 15 feet. Adam Cruzy.
I really like it when Adam looks for a shot because he's a good shooter.
35, 33, 55 left in the third. Now Zagunis with it out near the center circle. Can't get over how high they start their offense. Between the rings. Left side it comes to Courtwright. Back to Zagunis. At the free throw line, touch pass, Hotelling back to Zagunis. Now right side Brandon. Brandon into Nate on the block. At the right elbow, Hotelling to Brandon, back to Nathan. Turnaround, right hand hook, missed it. Rebound Overway. Overway ahead to DeWitt, now Aldrich. Aldrich to Cruzy, left corner. He's wide open for 3. Got his feet organized and put it in. 3 for Cruzy. He's got 8. It's 38-30, Maroons' biggest lead of the night. Brandon up top for Zagunis for the Chicks. Courtwright, deep left. Between the circles, Zagunis. Off the left side for Courtwright. Into the lane, Nathan. Underneath the basket. Nice cut by Hotelling for an easy 2. Beautiful backdoor cut by Ethan Hotelling.
It's a good passing basketball team.
38-32. DeWitt kicks it to Cruzy. Cruzy drives the baseline. Clairbach thought he was going to swat it away. Cruzy got it to Overway. Overway put it in, and we have timeout on the court. And Holland Christian calls a 30-second timeout. Maroons have 3 left. Zeeland East has 4 left. Don't forget your Champs coupon books for 2020 are available. Buy one for $25. Make up the cost using just the first few coupons. I hadn't messed that up in a couple, 3 weeks, and now I did it tonight. Say few coupons 3 times quick. I dare you.
You would have to think in this game that the short bench of Zeeland East is going to catch up with them a little bit at some point here.
Maroons lead it by 8, 40-32. 2:40 left, third period. Chicks basketball. Hotelling to Zagunis to bring it up. Man-to-man defense right now by Holland Christian. Hotelling. Zagunis up top, Brandon. He'll turn, fire for three, and hit it. I believe you said he's a good shot, right?
Yes, he is.
13 rather for Brandon Clairvaux. 40-35, 2:19 left in the third. Cruzy, free throw line, mid-post jumper, missed it. Rebound Nathan, just his height took it away from Krimendahl, who is in for the Maroons. Here's Zagunis running into the front court for Brandon. Nathan now around on the left side to Courtright. Courtright trying to drive, blocked by Halbert. And Halbert rips it away from Courtright. Courtright stays in the backcourt with him, and Jackson will bring it up. Maroons by 5, 1:54 left in the third. Halbert wants the screen from Krimendahl. Up top instead to Cruzy. Now DeWitt, deep right. DeWitt to the free throw line, spins, get it to Krimendahl. Kick it left side, Cruzy, three ball, no good. And a rebound loose and on the deck, picked up there by Courtright for Zeeland East. Courtright gets it ahead to Zagunis. Top of the key, Hotelling. Brandon fakes the three, gets DeWitt airborne, stops at the right elbow, now fires the 15-footer, no good, comes in, gets his own rebound, and out it comes for Zeeland East. Maroons by 5, 1:15 left in the third. Brandon up top to Nathan. Nathan fires it in the lane. This is Hotelling up off the glass and good. Pretty good defense by Cruzy, but he couldn't stop the bank shot by Hotelling. 12 for Ethan, 40-37 Maroons, 1 minute left third period.
Chicks refuse to go away.
Cruzy's got it up near the top. Gets around his man, leaves it for Krimendahl. His 12-footer, no. But we have a foul, and Krimendahl's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. And that's going to be on Courtright, his first, and the team's third.
Courtright must have got a piece of the arm of Krimendahl as he went up for that jump shot.
Krimendahl had 8 points against the Chicks in Zeeland earlier this year. Averaging 3.1 a game, just under 50% from the free throw line, but he made that one. So he's 100% from the line tonight. Luke Vanderzee for Aldrink, Overway replacing Halbert. Those two will get a rest with 51.1 left in the third period. Maroons lead is 4 and now 5. Where's that stroke been all year? 42-37 Holland Christian. Brandon Clairvaux. Up top, Zagunis. Left side to Courtright. And DeWitt knocked it away from Hotelling. Nathan saves it, and the Chicks get it back. Zagunis underneath Nathan, and to Brandon out of the right corner for three. You think those guys were twins or something, won't you? Brandon was 16. It's 42-40 Holland Christian. 23 seconds left in the third period. DeWitt holding for one shot with 18. Dangerously near the timeline. Guarded one-on-one by Zagunis. DeWitt working his way toward the top of the key, now into the lane, and a block by Nathan Clairvaux into the hands of Zagunis. Zagunis poked away, and turning and firing up into the balcony is Hotelling to end the third period. The Maroons lead them 42-40 on the pledge.
Holland Trailer. We know trailers. We sell them. We rent them. We fix them. Have a DIY project? Want to fix a trailer on your own? We sell the parts you need. Standard and custom designs available. Hundreds of options and brands like SureTrack and Interstate 1. Competitive pricing. It's all waiting for you at Holland Trailer. Holland Trailer, making all your hauling easy. Find us on Old Chicago Drive near Van Hill and at hollandtrailer.com. That's hollandtrailer.com.
Michigan ENT and allergy specialists provide a unique approach to patient care by offering a variety of specialties under one roof. With exceptional care for all ages suffering from ear, nose, throat, or allergy issues, Michigan ENT and Allergy Specialists is the place to go for high-quality testing and treatment. With offices in the Holland, Grand Haven, and Granville communities, they've got you covered. Find them on the web at michiganentallergy.com. That's michiganentallergy.com.
All right, 8 minutes of playing time left in this one. 42-40, Maroons lead the Chicks. And it'll be Chicks ball to begin the final period. Brandon Clairvaux out with Castle, Hotelling, Zagunis, and Nathan Clairvaux. Adam, right side, Hotelling, deep. Hotelling around a high screen from Brandon, gets it to Brandon. Halbert knocked it away a moment. And now it's into Nathan off the right side of the lane. Nathan backing in on Overway, right hand hook, no good. And a rebound tipped into the hands of Overway. And nearly knocked away by Zagunis, but Schoonveld's got it. And they'll say Scooney walked with it. That is turnover number 12 for Holland Christian. There was a player in front of him wearing gold, and he didn't want to run him over, so he kind of shuffled the feet, and that got the whistle. East down 2, 7:33 left in the game. Castle. Nathan outside the arc. Looking for somebody back to Castle. Now on the left side, Brandon runs in, puts a shoulder into Haldrink to create some room. Got it to Castle, who missed the layup. Now they're going to call a foul on Haldrink as Brandon tried to put it up. Brandon Clairbank to the line to shoot a pair. And this foul is on Ethan Haldrink. It'll be his first and the team's third.
Brandon fortunate he didn't get a foul there, putting that elbow into Haldrink.
First one's up and good. Makes him game high with 17. If he makes this one, we're tied. And he did. 42 apiece, 7:15 left in the ball game. In regulation anyway. DeWitt crossing the timeline, center court.
Good one here tonight at the Civic Center.
Bouncing it off the right elbow to Aldrich. Aldrich working on Brandon. Gets it to Overway at the free throw line. Thought about it, back out to DeWitt. Here's Helbert for three. And he got it over a double team. 18 for Helbert. Maroons by 3, 6:52 left in the game. Boy, is it fun to watch him shoot when he's on. And he has not honestly been on much this season, but he has been the last 2 games. Up top, Nathan with it. To Brandon, around a screen by Nathan. Back to Nathan on a pick and roll, right elbow. Nathan cut off in the lane by Overweight. Castle now hoteling right side. Back to Nathan, mid-post right. Back out to hoteling. Hoteling into the lane with the dribble. Stops over Scooney. No, yes. I thought it was going to bounce out. Instead, it stayed down. Hoteling with a great game. He's got 14. Here's Albert with it, sideline left. He will drive it into the lane. Stop. Big step. Up off the glass. No, partially blocked. And a rebound by Zagunis, the littlest guy on the floor. 45-44 Maroons, 6:04 left. What a ball game. Castle, Zagunis open 3, left side, air ball long. Helbert takes it out of the air. Helbert walks it up the left side, checks with Coach Cool. Wants DeWitt to come and get it, and he does. Maroons by 1 with the ball. Schooning outside right, up top Overway. Around on the left side, wide open underneath. Schoonveld tried the reverse layup and missed it. Left it short. Rebound Zeeland East. Here's Castle ahead to Hoteling. Hoteling working on Helbert. Gets it back up to Castle. Left side, Brandon. Brandon working on Schoonveld. Leaves it for Nathan. Over on the right side to Castle. Cross court it comes to Hoteling for Zeeland East. Maroons are up by 1, 5:17 left in the game. And now a whistle. And we got blood on Nathan Clairbank. It stops play. And it's all over the jersey of Overway, so he'll have to come and get cleaned up. And we'll have an official's timeout while we get Nathan patched up and get the blood off the jersey of Jalen Overway. What a game. 45-44 Maroons, 5:15 left. You said it, short-handed and without Trip Remersman, the Chicks just not going away.
I'll tell you what's keeping them in this game right now is their rebounding. They are really out-rebounding the Maroons here in the second half.
Chicks come in with a mark of 12 and 5, starting 5 juniors all year long. Now what are we discussing? And we have apparently one trainer in the house. So she's going to tape up the right arm just below the elbow for Nathan Clairbank after she got Jalen Overway all cleaned up. All right, here we go. Quarter court right will be the inbounds point. It'll be Brandon Clairbank to throw it in. Nathan standing at the right elbow, Overway right behind him, trying to keep him out from under the basket. Brandon up top to Castle. Left side, Hoteling. Hoteling holds it over his head and gets it to Castle. Castle into Brandon. DeWitt went for the steal, and they're going to call a foul on Overway. He got a piece of the ball, prevented the shot by Brandon from going in. But they're going to call Overway with the foul, just his second, and the team's fourth.
Good foul there. Brandon Clairbank had an easy bucket.
Yep. Glenn Green. Brandon tied with Halbert for game high with 18. Can break that tie here at the stripe. He can also tie the ball game by making the first one, and he does. Almost looked off balance on that free throw and still got it to go. Chicks can take the lead with this one. 5:04 left to play. Got it. 20 for Brandon Clairvaux. DeWitt to bring it up. Maroons now down one. 5 minutes left. On a weave to Halbert. Halbert around the screen by Aldring. Here's DeWitt. DeWitt to the lane. Leave it for Overway at the free throw line. Doesn't want that shot. Instead, he'll back in on Nathan, get around him, put it up, and miss another layup. Overway can't buy one here tonight. Here is Brandon. Gets around Aldrich, missed the layup of his own. And now it's Cruzy with the rebound for Holland Christian. He'll bring it up in a hurry. Cruzy down the right side, and he just lost control of the basketball. That is 13 turnovers for Holland Christian. Zagunis runs it in, blocked by Aldring. Foul Zeeland East on Zagunis. That'll be 4 on Tommy Zagunis. Also 4 on the team in the second half. Carlson wants Courtright to replace him.
Too many unforced errors for the Maroons tonight on fast breaks. They're just out of control, not passing well on the fast break at all.
When that stuff works against lesser defensive teams, it's fun and it looks great, but against a good defensive team, it can cause problems. Cruzy on a backdoor cut. Aldrich, the two-hand jam! What a look. Maybe that'll get him going. 7 for Aldrich. Maroons back by 1. 4 minutes left in the game. Brandon, left side. Pope telling. Up to Courtright, around to Castle. Castle holding right wing. Up top, Brandon. Left side, Courtright. Off the left side of the lane, Nathan. Clairvaux works his way in. Right-hand hook. He missed it again. Overway the rebound. To DeWitt. Ahead it comes to Halbert. Halbert, quick drive to the elbow. Leaves it for DeWitt. DeWitt under the basket. Missed a layup. Rebound. Volleyballed around. Overway knocked it out of bounds. Chicks basketball. Boy, being under the basket on either end of this court right now is not for the faint of heart. They're flying at each other. Hotelling to bring it up. Hands it to Brandon, to Castle. Around on the left side. The runner put up by Courtright is good. Where'd that come from? Courtright with 7, 47-46. Holland Christian, 3:12 left. DeWitt dribbling around a screen from Overway. Gets it to him on a pick and roll. At the free throw line, right side, Aldring, open 3. Got it! Ethan Aldring for 3. Give him 10. Maroons lead. On the scoreboard now is 2 at 50-48. I think they didn't get the last Zeeland East basket up the last time I checked the scoreboard. So they're saying 50-48 Maroons on the board. Full timeout Zeeland East. We're back in a moment on the pledge.
It's the last thing you see when you leave your house, and the first thing you see when you arrive home. Old, dull, boring. It's your garage door. It's time for a Clopay garage door from Quality Door Company. Go modern with wood, steel, maybe even more of a contemporary look with aluminum and glass. Freshen up the first and last thing you see at home with a garage door from Quality Door Company. A Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. Holland, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and South Haven. Online at qualitydoor.biz.
At Jackie's Place, we know the hip thing to do these days is target millennials. So let's try it. Yo, we're not trying to be gassed, but Jackie's Place is lit. So if you want to be on fleek, be the mom and bring the fam to Jackie's Place. The kids will be hashtagging yeet. Basically, Jackie's Place has really yummy food, happy service, and is priced right. Home-cooked meals with breakfast served all day. On West 17th Street, right next to Holland's Boardwalk. Online at jackiesplaceholland.com. I think I slayed it.
All right, back to Civic Center, 2:50 left in a tight ball game between the Maroons and the Chicks. 50-48 Holland Christian with the lead at the moment. Zeeland East has possession. Brandon Clairvaux will get it into Adam Castle. Back to Brandon. Weave to DeWitt. DeWitt now in the center circle. Bounces it at the left elbow to Overway. Overway looking around for help. Needs somebody to cut and finally gets it to Aldrich. Aldrich into the lane. back to Overway, poked away on a nice steal by Brandon Clairbaugh. That is 14 turnovers for Holland Christian. There's another unforced error, Scott. Nate to Castle, left side hoteling for Zeeland East. Maroons by 2. We're down to 1:59 to play. Up top, Castle. At the free throw line, Brandon. Back out to Courtright. Courtright pushes Aldrich off, no call. Ball nearly loose. Castle comes up with it. Now hoteling. At the free throw line, Nathan, left side, Brandon, gets around Halbert. Runner up from the baseline, good by Brandon Clairbaugh. He's got 22, and we are tied at 50 apiece. 1:34 left. DeWitt, right corner for Halbert. Halbert for 3. Not that time. Rebound knocked out of the hands of Zeeland East by Cruzy. And they're going to say Cruzy touched it last. Holland Christian fans don't like the call. Zagunis carrying 4 fouls back into the game. Courtright's going to sit down. .125 left. Zeeland East basketball in a tie game.
Maroons need a stop.
Hoteling up the right side. And timeout, Zeeland East. That was called by an assistant coach. I wasn't real sure you could do that. And this will be a 30-second timeout. Tie ball game, 1:18 left. We kind of set it off the air, Scott. You got to beware of the wounded Tiger a little bit. Zeeland East coming in with 9 guys dressed, missing Tripp Remersma. And here they are hanging with Holland Christian, a much taller team. And the score is 50-50.
Good contribution here tonight from Davis Courtright, the senior for Zeeland East. He's playing a good game here tonight.
So with 1:18 left, Courtright with 7 points off the bench, but that doesn't describe his contribution here tonight. He has played really, really well. That'll leave Zeeland East with 2 timeouts. Maroons still have 3. And from quarter court right, Castle will throw it in. Maroons set up man-to-man. Castle gets it to Nathan Clairbaugh, back to Castle. Castle on the right sideline, poked away. Logan DeWitt out of bounds. Chicks basketball. So same play, same play. Castle looking again. Gets it into Zagunis, who's double teamed. And a steal by Holland Christian. 10 turnovers. Here is DeWitt in off the glass, and he missed the layup. And Brandon nearly throws it away. Castle tracks it down. Aldrich pokes it away. Castle's got it back. And timeout, Zeeland East. And this will be a full timeout. Back in a moment.
A long time ago in 1914, a business was born selling autos and dreams. And over the years, through the family passed down, from son to son and from town to town, Verhaeghe Motors, once offering Dodge and Chrysler, took on Mitsubishi. They concurred and moved wiser. Celebrating 100 in 2014, they continued providing what their customers need. They've loved every minute of serving and selling and still feel it's best to be honest in telling. Upfront and forthright, committed and true. It's endeared them to buyers like Cindy and Lou. Verhaeghe Mitsubishi is happy to help. Find a new car for you that will make your dog yelp. And something worth telling that might make you whoop is an Honor So Super by Kelley Blue Book. For the 2nd year running, the Outlander SUV outperformed all the others for a car with row 3. A 5-year cost-to-own champion is quite a big deal and makes this SUV almost seem like a steal. So hurry on down to Verhaeghe Motors today. You'll find them in Holland, and you might want to stay.
Shop VerhaegheMotors.com today.
Back on January 28 at Zeeland East, it was 59-50. The Chicks with a win. Right now it's 50-50 with 1:02 left in the game. Chicks have the ball. Castle to throw it in, quarter court left. Looking, and he'll get it into Brandon. Brandon Clairbaugh, cross court for Hoteling. Hoteling up to Zagunis. Zagunis runs into a double team. They reach in for it. It comes loose. They dive for it. And that's going to be a foul on DeWitt. No, quite. Got away with it there. DeWitt dove in late. And it's going to be held ball. So on a held ball alternate possession, Maroons get it back. That was a great job by DeWitt and Halbert, who has shown a lot of energy here tonight. And it comes to DeWitt. It looks like he's got a rip in the front of his jersey at the top. Aldrich on top. Tied at 50, 38 seconds left. Can the Maroons win it on a last-second shot? Aldrink deep. 3 feet inside the timeline to Cruzy. Cruzy just holding. Now Castle comes. Cruzy around him. Bounce it right through Aldrink as Cruzy throws it away. That is turnover number 15.
Cruzy tried to bounce past it, but Aldrink was running at him, and it bounced right at his feet.
So with 24 seconds left, the Chicks get it back with a chance to win it. Hotelling still in the backcourt, chased by Halbert. Halbert pokes, doesn't get it. You don't want to foul. There is a near steal by Cruzy. He is pushed by Brandon. The ball is loose, and they're going to say Cruzy touched it last out of bounds to Zeeland East with 11.6 seconds left.
Great hustle. Chicks have just 1 timeout left.
And now the Maroons will call a full timeout. We're back in a moment.
At Calvin University, the Calvin LifeWork program will connect your students' unique, God-given gifts with a life of purpose and passion. This one-of-a-kind program equips students in any major with the practical skills they need in today's world. Expert coaches help students explore career options and pursue internship opportunities. Calvin LifeWork prepares students holistically for the road ahead, from conflict resolution to budgeting, to leadership in the workplace, the church, and the community. Discover your student's future at calvin.edu/lifework.
This is Tracy from OK Tire, and you gotta love Michigan weather. Crazy warm one day, ice storm the next. You need to make sure you've got good tires on your vehicle so you have the best possible traction where the rubber meets the road. OK Tire wants to keep you safe, so come on in and see us.
OK Tire, your hometown tire store in Holland, Hamilton, and Zeeland.
We have 11.6 seconds left in a tie game. Zeeland East will have the basketball. They'll have to go the length of the court. And the Maroons will press full court, man-to-man. It'll be Hotelling to throw it in, guarded by Halbert on the baseline to our left. Hotelling bounces it into Brandon. Brandon will take it up the left sideline, and there's a reach-in foul called on Logan DeWitt. His first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Maroons have one more foul to give. 8.1 seconds left. I would say do it again. And it comes, poked out of bounds by Cruzy. Thought he might have bounced it off of Brandon. He did not. So now right at half court on the far side, Castle to throw it in. DeWitt reminded not to break the plane. And it comes to court right, and that's a blocking foul called on Aldrink. Again, he anticipated that Courtright would go in one direction. Courtright went the other way, and Aldrink picks up his second, team sixth. All right, now they can't foul. 4.8 seconds left.
No fouls here.
No fouls. Timeout on the floor. This one called by Zeeland East, and it is a 30-second timeout. So we're looking up at the big clock to our left. It says 4.8 seconds in the middle. It says 50 on one side and 50 on the other side. And the next foul by Holland Christian will put Zeeland East at the line. Zeeland East only has 4 personal fouls called on them here in the second half.
I think if I'm Coach Carlson, I'd throw something up towards the basket and let Nate Clairbaugh go and get it.
Yep.
See if he can score.
Either that or get it in Brandon's hands. He's had the hot hand tonight with 22 points. And we shall see how this one turns out.
We saw Zeeland West earlier in the year in this building win on a last-second shot.
Maroons have had 2 good wins last week here. Looking to continue the streak. Castle just outside half court to throw it in. 4.8 left, we're tied. Castle looking over Logan DeWitt, will bounce it into Brandon. Brandon across the timeline, guarded by Halbert. Brandon, runner up off the glass, left it way short. We're going to overtime. After 4, we're tied at 50 on the pledge. Overtime in a minute.
Hi, Holland Christian fans. I'm Travis Dreyer from Compound Door. When you think about replacing your garage door, think of a fellow Holland Christian alumni at Compound Door, where over half our staff are HC grads. We carry CHI garage doors. CHI offers a large selection of traditional and carriage house styles, designs, and windows. Come by our showroom and see the full collection of CHI doors powered by LiftMaster operators at Compound Door on the corner of New Holland and 136th in Holland, or online at compounddoor.com.
A great team doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of conditioning and hard work. It takes vision and a serious commitment to be the best you can be to strengthen and empower the team to its full potential. This is the legacy of Barber Ford. From your first step into the showroom to your regular oil changes, even to service and body work, you can feel Barber Ford's deep commitment to serving you. And it reaches further than that into the community with a commitment to making a difference. Barber Ford new pre-owned service and body shop. Online at barberford.net.
Here we go in a noisy Holland Civic Center. 4 minutes of overtime to play. Maroons have had one overtime game this year. They lost it. And Aldrink and Nate Clearbomb will step into the center circle to start this one all over. Did I say it was noisy in here? My goodness. Oh, that throw was not fair. It came way on the Zeeland East side. The outside official caught it and stopped it, so we'll try it again. They took 2 seconds off the clock, and now they're going to put 4 minutes back up. And again, it's on the side of Clairvaux. But they let it go that time. There's Castle. Left side, Hotelling back to Castle, center circle. One step up to Brandon, deep right. Brandon at the top of brother Nathan. Nathan looking left side for Zagunis. Zagunis to Nathan. Castle. How much clock does Coach Carlson want to run? Near steal by DeWitt on Hotelling. Back out to Castle. Now Nathan outside the three-point line at the top. Brandon's got it. Nathan sets the screen and rolls off of it. They try to get it into Nathan. He pokes it away, and the Chicks knock it out of bounds. Untimely turnover for Zeeland East. They're 11th of the night, and the Maroons get it back.
Coach Carlson points to his head and said, use your head, team.
Zagunis bothering DeWitt in the backcourt. 3:17 left in the OT. We're still tied. Brandon knocked it away from Aldrink. Turnover number 16 for Holland Christian. Brandon runs it in off balance and got it to go anyway. That's 24 for Brandon Clairvaux. Chicks by 2. 3:01 left in the OT. DeWitt dribbling to the top of the key. Leaves it for Aldrink. Aldrink tried to get it to, and did get it to Halbert on a backdoor cut, and Halbert gets the reverse layup to go. He's got 20.
That's just two guys who've been playing basketball together for a long time.
Tied at 52, 2:44 left in the OT. Hotelling up top. Man-to-man defense, Holland Christian. And a weave, leave it Zagunis between the rings for Nathan. He'll leave it for Castle there, left side of the lane, Hotelling. Hotelling works his way into the lane, puts it up over Cruzy. Too strong, no good, overweight rebound. And an outlet to Halbert, 1-on-3. What's Halbert going to do? Big Euro step, up and good, and one! Jackson Halbert, what a move! Oh my goodness! That's not a high school move there. Wow! 22 for Halbert. That foul was on Nathan, his second, just the team's 5th. Halbert at the stripe, 50% on the year, but he's made 2 tonight. And he made that one. Big three-point play for Jackson Halbert. He's got 23. Maroons are up 3, 55-52, 2:18 left in the overtime. Hotelling dribbling right side between the rings to Brandon. Brandon Clairvaux holding on DeWitt. Now puts it on the deck. DeWitt cut him off. Up top it comes to Castle. Down to 2:05 left in the OT. Maroons by 2. Zeeland East basketball. Zagunis into Nathan, mid-post right. Backs to the block, and they're going to say that Overway tried to push him out with the body. That was a ticky-tack call if I have ever seen one. Overway's 3rd. Team's 7th. 1-1 for Nathan Clairvaux.
Those two guys have been going at it all night like that. Why call that now?
Yeah. Free throw is good by Clairvaux. That's just the 5th point for Clairvaux. That's a victory for Holland Christian.
Chicks are 5 of 5 from the line, so good free throw shooting in this half.
He can get them within 1. And does. And token full court pressure by Zeeland East. DeWitt just beats it up the court, and Coach Kuhl wants a timeout. This will be a full timeout. We're back in a moment on the pledge.
Holland Trailer, We know trailers. We sell them. We rent them. We fix them. Have a DIY project? Want to fix a trailer on your own? We sell the parts you need. Standard and custom designs available. Hundreds of options and brands like SureTrack and Interstate 1. Competitive pricing. It's all waiting for you at Holland Trailer. Holland Trailer, making all your hauling easy. Find us on Old Chicago Drive near Van Hill and at hollandtrailer.com. That's hollandtrailer.com.
Michigan ENT and allergy specialists provide a unique approach to patient care by offering a variety of specialties under one roof. With exceptional care for all ages suffering from ear, nose, throat, or allergy issues, Michigan ENT and Allergy Specialists is the place to go for high-quality testing and treatment. With offices in the Holland, Grand Haven, and Granville communities, they've got you covered. Find them on the web at MichiganENTallergy.com. That's MichiganENTallergy.com.
1:51 left. Holland Christian basketball with a 1-point lead at 55-54. We are in overtime. Here's Logan DeWitt dribbling between the circles. He'll pick it up, lob it on a backdoor cut to Aldrink, right under the basket. He missed it, up again, and he got it! Aldrink with 12 as he sticks with that one and puts the Maroons up 57-54. Here's Hotelling at the top for the Chicks. Leave it for Brandon. Between the rings to Nathan. Nathan a couple of dribbles with the right hand up to Castle. Castle midway between the circles, works his way to the right. Halbert cut him off. Now at the right elbow, this is Nathan. He tried to get it out. Cruzy poked it out of bounds. Looking for Hotelling. Cruzy in the passing lane. And they want Brandon to throw it in, quarter court left. 1:19 left in the OT, Maroons by 3. Brandon Clairbon comes into Castle with it. Is Castle taking a shot tonight? Nope, thrown away by Hotelling. That will be the 12th turnover for the Chicks. That's one of those he zigged when he should have zagged deals.
12 turnovers for the Chicks, but really I feel they've taken better care of the basketball than the Maroons have.
Yeah, the Maroons have 16, so here's DeWitt. Left side, Cruzy opened for three, didn't want it. Up top, Aldrink. Aldrink, 6 feet inside the timeline. Holding, working on Brandon, and he walked. Again, it looked like a walk. I'm not sure it was. 17 turnovers, Holland Christian. 57-54, 104 left in the overtime.
Ooh, Castle almost walked.
And now Castle bumps into DeWitt, and they call the foul on DeWitt. That's the second on Logan. This group has decided that in the overtime, they're not going to allow one player to touch another in any way, shape, or form. So Adam Castle goes to the line. He has not scored tonight. Been out there most of the evening. He started in this one. He can get him within 2 with 59 seconds left in the overtime. First one's good. 57, 55, 59 seconds left. Maroons lead them by 1. Castle makes them both. Full court pressure, Zeeland East. DeWitt's got it, bothered by Zagunis. And Overway set a screen for Zagunis that was a screen, but I'm not sure Overway didn't take the worst of it. And there is a reach-in phantom foul called on Brandon Castle as he reached around. Or not Brandon Castle, Brandon Clairbon. That's Brandon's first. 6 on the team, so they had that one to give, even though I don't think it was a foul. DeWitt, quarter court right. Into the backcourt for Aldring. 48 seconds left, Maroons by 1. They can afford to sit on it if they want to. Aldrink working on Brandon Clairbon in the center circle. 38 seconds left. Coach Carlson up. Aldrink dribbling around. Not too much dribbling. Looks up at 29 seconds. Aldrink at the clock again. Nearly fell down. Got it to Cruzy. Timeout, Holland Christian. Coach Cool calls timeout, and we'll keep it here. This is a full timeout. We got enough to talk about, don't we?
You bet.
57-56, Maroons by 1. We have 24.8 left in the overtime. This was a close game from the get-go. After the first 8 minutes, Maroons led them 18-16. At the half, it was 30-26 Holland Christian. After 3 quarters, it was back to a 2-point margin, 42-40. And at the end of regulation, we were tied at 50 points apiece. And that's the kind of a game it's been all night long. A mistake here. It hasn't been a pretty game. except for, a few plays here and there. It was, as we said, clunky in the first quarter especially. A lot of involvement by the officials, although not an inordinate number of personal fouls called. Right now in the second half, we have 2, 4, 6, 8 for Holland Christian and just 6 for Zeeland East. But they have made some strange calls.
I think Zeeland East might use one of those fouls here.
24.8 left, Maroons by 1. Coach Carlson will want to extend the ball game if he can't get a steal. Quarter court left in front of his own bench. Logan DeWitt to throw it in for Holland Christian. Once again, Maroons lead by 1. DeWitt looking, needs help and has to call timeout. He and coach called it at about the same time. And still 24.8 seconds left. Maroons' second consecutive timeout.
Maroons are out of timeouts now, so now they got to be careful.
2 more games left in the regular season. We'll be back here Friday night as the Maroons entertain Hamilton. And then a week from tonight, our final regular season game will come from the Holland Civic Center as the Maroons will welcome Covenant Christian, who's playing very, very well this year. That will be a ball game.
Covenant has a great team.
So it's the Maroons against Covenant Christian to close out the regular season. Then the Maroons will begin tournament play here a week from Monday at 5 o'clock against the Tigers from Benton Harbor, who are 16-2 to this point. So it'll be a tall order for the Maroons, but funny things happen in tournaments. We'll have it for you here on the Pledge. That's a week from Monday night. Game time at 5 o'clock from the Holland Civic Center. If you can't make it here, join us on the Pledge or the Pledge app. All right, here we go. 24.8 left. Maroons by 1 with the ball. Quarter court left. DeWitt looking to get it in. Nathan Clairbaugh bothering his vision into the backcourt for Aldrink. Aldrink chased by Hotelling. And Hotelling pokes in, gets the foul he wanted. Hotelling picks up his third. That's the team's 7, so this is 1-1 for Ethan Aldrink. Aldrink 78% from the line on the year. Made him down the stretch here on Friday night. He can go a long ways toward helping the Maroons' cause if he can make a pair here. Up and good, nothing but net. Aldrink with 13, that's his average, 13.4. Coach Kuhl shouting instructions to the other 4. Aldrink can make it a 3-point lead and will not. It's a 2-point lead with 17 seconds left. 3-pointer wins it for the Chicks with 14 left. Brandon around to Nathan Peck. Hand it to Braithen with 9 seconds left. Timeout, Zeeland East. Coach Carlson with 7.7 seconds calls a full timeout. We're back after this.
A long time ago in 1914, a business was born selling autos and dreams. And over the years, through the family passed down, from son to son and from town to town. Verhaeghe Motors, once offering Dodge and Chrysler, took on Mitsubishi. They concurred a move wiser. Celebrating 100 in 2014, they continued providing what their customers need. They've loved every minute of serving and selling and still feel it's best to be honest and telling. Upfront and forthright, committed and true. It's endeared them to buyers like Cindy and Lou. Verhaeghe Mitsubishi is happy to help. Find a new car for you that will make your dog yelp. And something worth telling that might make you whoop is an Honor So Super by Kelley Blue Book. For the second year running, the Outlander SUV outperformed all the others for a car with row 3. The 5-year cost-to-own champion is quite a big deal and makes this SUV almost seem like a steal. So hurry on down to Verhaeghe Motors today. You'll find them in Holland, and you might want to stay.
Shop VerhaegheMotors.com today.
2 to tie, 3 to win for Zeeland East. It is their basketball. They'll get it just outside quarter court left. Castle will do the triggering honors.
What are the Chicks going to do here? Go for a 2 or a 3?
Approaching the end of the first overtime with 8.3 seconds left. Castle has the ball, looking to throw it in. Maroons denying it, comes into Brandon, back to Castle with 6. Castle loses control with 5, has to pick it up. Off the right side, here's a 3 for the win. Hotelling no good, and the Maroons survive it and win it in overtime by a final of to 56. The end of that overtime did not go the way Zeeland East wanted it to go. They ended up with Hotelling having to take a contested 3. Neither Clairvaux could get a shot off. Great defense by Holland Christian. They score 8 in the overtime to 6 for Zeeland East, and the Maroons get their record to 500 at 9-9. They're at 5-6 in the league. Zeeland East falls to 12-6 on the year. And they are now 7-4 in league competition. Here comes the Maroon student section to mob the players. What a great effort here tonight by the Maroons from Holland Christian. So the junior varsity game won by the Maroons, 45-39. We just ran through the scores, 18-16 after 1, 30-26 at the half, 42-40. All Holland Christian leads after 3. At the end of regulation, we were tied at 50, and the Maroons survive at 58-56. Zeeland East with 12 turnovers, and Holland Christian with 17. Our post-game show, as always, is being brought to you by the Hop Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance representative in Holland. For prompt personal insurance services, call Mark Hop, Jonathan Hop, or Joe Bauman. And for life insurance needs, call Matt Neal. They're all available at 616-396-5728. In a valiant effort for Zeeland East, led by Coach Jeff Carlson, Brandon Clairvaux led him tonight. The junior threw in 24 points. Ethan Hotelling with 14. Davis Courtwright came off the bench to get 7.